we go. I had taken a picture yesterday, so that's why I was doing that. It says, yeah, I'm tricking you.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to have a little drink of my coffee. I have to tell you what I've been putting in my coffee. Oh, wait. Oh, hello. Yeah, I forgot. Hi, everyone. I'm NonnaGrace, and I am from Western New York. Someone asked me where Western New York was. It's way down, away from New York City, way down. I got asked that again, just today again.
It's right on the Great Lakes, the Great Lake of Lake Erie.
Lake Erie, yeah, we're not far from the Lake Erie State Park. If you know where, if you Google that, Google Lake Erie State Park, you'll know the area.
Yep.
We're not right next door, but we're real close.
Between Buffalo, New York, and Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's where we are. And I got a card today in the mail. I did, from my nephew Brian. Let me hear. I want to take my coffee a minute.
Yep.
Oh, I was going to tell about my coffee. I forgot. Yep. Well, I better do that first. I forgot. I was going to tell you what I put in my coffee. Which side was I drinking? Oh, it shows my lipstick. It's my chicken cup. I can show you. I'll cover sort of. There's my chicken cup. I got it from Angel. That's Jules and M is what their channel name is. Anyways, what I was going to tell you is what I put in my coffee because 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago, I took the sugar out. And coffee really hasn't been the best ever since I took the sugar out. And I've taken also now the milk out because and the cream out because it gives me phlegm in my throat, in case you wanted to know. So now
TMI maybe for some.
It might be. It might be a little bit much, but that apparently I never really liked milk.
You must be slightly allergic to it.
Must be. I never liked ice cream either, really. I used to eat the cone. I liked the cone, and so the kids used to eat the ice cream, and I would eat the cone. Well, back on the coffee, I'm not going to forget. I put Ovaltine in it. I don't know if you've ever had Ovaltine or not. My mother used to only buy the malt flavor, but we buy the chocolate Ovaltine, and I put the Ovaltine in.
It's the only one that I found.
They don't make the malt,
maybe? They don't have the malt maybe in our store.
Because we weren't allowed to have chocolate. I was allergic to chocolate once upon a time. A long time ago, when I was a child. But I put Ovaltine in it, and then I mixed the Ovaltine with the non-dairy creamer, the powder stuff that's bad for you. But to get away from the milk, and then I put almond milk in there because I want a little bit of cool down, because it'd be too hot if I didn't put a little something in it. So then I put the almond milk in there. So I have Ovaltine, the powdered creamer, and a little bit of the almond milk. But what I did is I took because the first container of Ovaltine that I got, it emptied out, and so I put equal parts of Ovaltine and equal parts of the powdered milk in there. Powdered creamer. It's not really powdered milk. Powdered milk tastes different. I don't like the taste of powdered milk. Do you like the taste of powdered milk? It has a really bad taste. I've tried it. Because when I was trying to get away from the powdered creamer, it was suggested to use powdered milk. Well, powdered milk doesn't taste anything like it. It's terrible stuff. But if you have to use it, I suppose you have to use it. But it's also a dairy, which I don't like. Dairy doesn't like me, and I'm not crazy about dairy. But am I done with the coffee talk?
I don't think so.
Did I
You
say
started
everything?
up
I said I put Ovaltine in it.
And while you were mixing them.
Yeah, I mix them half and half. All this is all over the place. But anyways, I put Ovaltine and the dry creamer and almond milk into my coffee, and it tastes a lot better from what I can taste. I still don't smell and taste things like you should, probably, because Jim came in tonight and said what I was cooking smelled good. I couldn't even smell it. That's pretty sad. And I had made some hamburg with onions, and then I put it on a wrap. And not supposed to. And those wraps.
What else was in there? Some spinach, right?
Oh, spinach. Yeah, I put spinach in it. That's true. I forgot I put the spinach in. I wanted to put rice in it, but I know he won't eat it if I put the rice in it, so I left the rice out. And I had a wrap. And the wrap I bought oh gosh, a good month ago. And you know those wraps don't mold. It's like the pie dough stuff that you buy frozen pie dough or whatever, or that pie dough.
Yeah, the pie dough. The one that you had on the counter
That
for over a year.
I did, and it never molded. And it still was soft and pliable. So I wouldn't suggest you use that. If you want a pie, make your own dough.
Yep.
Well, let me have a sip of this and then you can have it. It tastes pretty good. It's still warm. It's not cold yet, but it's going to be cold pretty soon. Well, I got a card in the mail from Brian.
From who?
Brian.
From who?
From my nephew, Brian.
Your nephew, Brian, yeah.
But it's the B-R-Y
Yeah.
instead of the B-R-I.
We have two Brians
I have a
as
Brian
nephews.
that's a nephew. Yep.
One is an adopted Brian.
And his name, actually, his channel name is Brian Loess Hills Homestead. It's on there. Thank you, Brian. And he sent me, look what he sent me, a magnet. It's a magnet of his. He had this logo put on the back of a jacket or a vest. It looks fabulous. Look at that.
It's great.
I think it's the neatest little thing. It's too bad I don't have a magnet in here. I didn't bring my thing in. It's a magnet. I put it on my refrigerator for a second after I opened it, because I've already opened it, Brian. Thank you so very much. Hey, Brian, did I give you a sticker? I can't remember if I did or not. If I didn't, let me know. If I did, let me know. I can't remember if I did or not. I didn't write it down. But if I didn't, I will send you one. But this is great. I'm going to put this with the other magnets. It might be on my refrigerator for a while, and the kids will say, "Who's that?" And I go, "That's my nephew Brian." And they go, "Brian? That doesn't look like him." And I go, "Well, it's a different Brian."
Yep.
Well, thank you very much. That is really nifty nice. And I have something else I wanted to tell you that I learned because it was actually kind of spooking me a little bit. I was watching, my favorite people, I was watching Blue Bike and Doyle, and I was watching Mr.Mcstache. And Doyle had...
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah, you know, one of them says it one way and one says another way. I forgot.
Oh, did you know?
Okay, those two, whatever. They say it different, but maybe you didn't know this. They were talking about nunchucks, and New York was supposed to have been one of the states
1974
that said it was illegal.
They were
illegal.
banned.
But my daughter actually has a pair of nunchucks, and I'm thinking, oh no, she's going to get arrested. Well, that was overruled because it was unconstitutional.
I believe the web said 2003 that it was ruled unconstitutional.
I don't remember.
For the Second Amendment.
When she was in college, she took martial arts, and they actually used nunchucks, so it must have been when it was legal.
When it was legal,
yeah. So she has a pair of nunchucks. I would have had them here still, but I sent them home with her a long time ago because I really didn't want them in the house. And Mr.Mcstache suggests if you're going to use nunchucks, you should wear a helmet, which I agree, because you can bonk yourself pretty good with those things. And they're heavy. They're not light. So, and I wonder who's going to get better at it, either Mr.Mcstache or Doyle. I should get them back and practice myself, but I'm not a nunchuck girl.
Well, but I have to have Emily practice.
Emily will have to practice. She's the one that took the martial arts. I didn't take martial arts. Well, I hope you all had a great day. And fellas, you're doing great with those.
Oh, you didn't know?
And
did you know?
Yeah, they're a little bit different, but it's so close that, oh my goodness. Unless you see it in writing, you almost think that they're saying the same thing, but they're not. Well, take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Well, there you are, Brian, on the fridge, on the front panel, no less.